welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a 26-week pregnancy update, and if you didn't know, I am pregnant. So today I'm doing a 26-week update, and if you haven't watched any of my previous pregnancy videos, then I'm actually going to link a playlist down below in the description for you guys to click. Anything pregnancy related is going to be in that playlist, so whatever you want to watch that's pregnancy related, you can click that video and all of it is basically there for you. But today I am officially doing 26 weeks. I'm so excited but also kind of nervous about it. Before I get into my update, let me just tell you a little bit about how I am feeling right now in terms of like my pregnancy, not like physically but you know, mentally. I am very nervous. I don't seem nervous, but I am kind of nervous because if you think about it, you are pushing a baby out of your vagina. If you're not pushing a baby out of your vagina, you're getting cut open and the baby's coming out of you regardless, whether it's out of the hole or, you know, through a huge gaping cut through your stomach. And honestly, obviously you cannot really predict whether you are gonna have a C-section or not. There obviously are women out there who know they're gonna have a C-section, but normally you would obviously push the baby out. And kind of nervous about that, but also kind of scared because I've heard things like, oh, your vagina can rip and you might get stitches, and it's like the worst feeling in the world. And it probably is. I don't know because I've never given birth before. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm pretty scared but also nervous but also excited at the same time because you never know. Labor might go by in like 5 minutes. It might go by in like 10, 20, maybe a few hours. Who freaking knows? But when that time comes, it's gonna come, and it's coming real fast for me. I'm 26 weeks. Obviously you know that because you're watching this video. I'll probably make another video just talking about, you know, how I'm feeling with pregnancy, what my plans are for pregnancy, you know, if I'm having like a water birth or like a hospital birth or like at home type of thing, you know, things like that. So I'll probably do a separate video on that, maybe closer to the time, and what I am doing to prepare for the baby. And I'll probably just, you know, do a separate video that's not like a week update video. Per usual, I'm going to be answering 4 questions and then showing you guys my bump at the end. I always have my questions on my phone here, which I'm just gonna sit right in front of me, right under the camera so I can see. And then per usual, I have a notebook that shows all of my information that, you know, I have for this video, which I usually write down during the 2 weeks that I am like preparing for this video, because I do my pregnancy updates every 2 weeks if you did not know that. Okay, so let's proceed to the video. So my first question is, how much do I weigh? And I currently weigh 134.6 pounds, and I do not know what that is in kilograms. Compared to my last update, I gained about 1.2 pounds. So last time I did my pregnancy update was 24 weeks and I was 133.4, but now I am 134.6. So my second question is, what is the size of the baby, or how big is the baby? And I actually haven't checked all of my apps yet. I have 3 apps that I use. The 3 apps that I use, let me just name them out real quickly. I will probably get into it maybe in a separate video, but I use Baby Center, which is the first one, Ovia, which is the second, and The Bump, which is the third. So yes, I use 3 different ones because they all have different articles and different fun facts and, you know, things like that, tips and tricks to help you with pregnancy. And this is my first one, so I kind of want to be prepared. So for the second question is, what is the size of the baby? And for Baby Center, it says that the baby is as long as a green onion. So as long as a green onion, and green onions are pretty long. That's pretty crazy to me. And for the Ovia app, it says that the baby is about the size of a butternut squash. And the Bump actually says that it is as big as, I think that's a cabbage. No, it says it's as big as kale. So there's the 3 comparisons, is as long as a green onion and as big as a kale and butternut squash. So there you have it. So my third question is, what are your symptoms so far? And if you have been watching my pregnancy updates from the beginning, then you will realize that my symptoms kind of fluctuate. They have different ones every few weeks, but also like same ones as well, which I don't really touch upon. I only really talk about the ones that are kind of different compared to the other weeks that I've had. So basically my first symptom is headaches, but the headaches are so bad that it causes me to vomit. So that is something that honestly I didn't really expect. I thought that I was only going to have vomiting or like nausea in the beginning, which it was pretty bad for me, and I threw up quite a lot. But to this point, I am getting a lot of headaches. I get headaches to the point where I throw up. So yeah, it doesn't sound really pleasant at all. So my next symptom is hard to breathe when I'm sitting up and standing. And I have talked about this in like my daily vlogs where, you know, I lose a lot of breath when I am talking like this, obviously. And I do have to catch my breath a lot more than normal. I lose a lot of breath when I'm sitting up for a long period of time. Let's say if I'm sitting up in bed or if I'm sitting at the dining table. And I also lose somewhat breath when I'm standing, but more when I'm sitting up. So I do lay down a lot. Obviously, I am not really a couch potato. I don't spend a lot of time in the bed. And when I am doing things, I am very up and about. I wash dishes, I walk around the house, you know, I do laundry, I do somewhat heavy lifting with, you know, the laundry basket and, you know, things like that. And I also change my bed sheets, I clean and I fold clothes and I do all that kind of stuff, but I don't do real physical activity like, you know, going for walks or on the treadmill or the Stairmaster or heavy lifting with weights and, you know, machinery or anything like that. I don't do any of that, but I'm perfectly fine. It's just me sitting up in bed is kind of, I don't know why I lose breath when I'm sitting up. It's very weird. I never thought that would happen because I'm just sitting, but whenever I feel like I'm losing my breath or like it's hard for me to catch my breath, I will lay down and then I feel a lot better. My next symptom is obvious. It's tiredness. And obviously I don't look tired in the videos because I am well rested. But normally on a regular basis, I do lay down when I'm tired. I do watch TV quite a lot when I'm not working. And I'm losing my breath right now, but I take naps in the middle of the day sometimes. In the beginning, I actually took naps a lot more than I am now, which is kind of surprising because I thought that I would take naps more towards the end of the pregnancy just because obviously you're gaining a lot more weight and you're carrying a lot more weight on you, and it's a little bit harder for you to do things like bend down and walk and whatnot. But I have taken a lot more naps during the beginning, in the middle, and towards the ending, like now, I haven't taken that many naps. But I do lay down, so I kind of like rest, but I don't sleep, if you know what I mean. So my next symptom is bloatedness, which obvious. I can't really say anything about that because I feel bloated all the freaking time. And that is all my symptoms for this past 2 weeks. Basically, it's kind of, you know, obvious and self-explanatory. I think a lot of moms and a lot of pregnant women, well, a lot of pregnant women feel this way during this time. Question number 4, which is the last question, is my cravings. What am I craving? I am craving, or I've been craving, ring pops. I don't know why. Don't ask me, I don't know why. My body just wants ring pops. It's weird. My next craving is ice cream, which I bought. I have French vanilla ice cream in my fridge, and I was at the grocery store like last week or 2 weeks ago, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should just get ice cream just in case I'm craving for it. And guess what? I was craving, so I got ice cream. And also with the next craving, which is dark chocolate, I've bought dark chocolate twice in the past 2 weeks, and I've eaten the whole bar by myself. Well, both of them. The first one I got at the grocery store the same time I got the ice cream. The second time I got it at work afterwards. And the next craving is poutine. I've had poutine about, I think 3 times since my last update. So yeah, I've got that craving covered. So yeah, moving on to the next craving, it's granola bars. And I actually went to the grocery store after I picked up my brother from work, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to go to the 24-hour one because he finished work at 12 a.m. so I couldn't go to a regular grocery store, so I had to go to a 24-hour one. And I was craving granola bars so much, I bought 2 boxes. I think the Nature Valley ones, it was the sweet and salty version. I think there was salted caramel that I got, and then the other one was like dark chocolate nut or something. And the funny thing is, I bought those 2 boxes and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna have it for myself. And next thing you know, my boyfriend and my brother devoured most of it. And that is basically all of my cravings. And now I am going to show you guys my bump so far. Okay, so here is my bump with my shirt on. Can you guys even see that? I don't even know. Okay, so there's my bump on the side, and then here is my bump in the front, and then here is my bump on the side. I'm sorry, the toilet is kind of in the way, so it's hard for me to show you guys. Like I said, if you have any other questions that I did not answer in this video based off of my answers that I've given you, you can always ask me down below, or I will make a separate video and kind of touch upon things that I never do in my pregnancy update videos. But yeah, that is it for my video. I'm actually going to edit this video now and post it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, and if you want to see other pregnancy related stuff, it will be in the description in my playlist. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!